Yo, what's good with the clapback gang? What's good, quiet gang? Y'all see the news. Y'all see what's going on. About to get into it, but hold on.
Welcome to the Clap Back Show. I'm the one and only Big Silence, and this is the original Clap Back Show. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and the rest will amaze you beyond.
Yeah.
That was pretty damn good. Brilliant. I love that.
Press the button, Freddie.
Yo, let's go and get to it. Let's go and get to it. Shannon Sharpe, you done did yourself this time. You should have never settled for that lawsuit, bro. When you paid that woman, you threw everything away, man. And it ain't no shock to ESPN to fire him, but it's the repercussions after ESPN. Like, who next? Who else gonna fire him? Because it ain't gonna just be ESPN. Let's go and get into it, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all up no longer. Yeah. Shannon Sharpe. Damn. He's sitting all day. Damn.
Happy kids are successful kids. When you choose a tuition-free K-12 powered online school, you join more than 2 million happy kids. And
breaking news, ESPN parts ways with Shannon Sharpe officially following the lawsuit. We have some background to give you to this, just a reminder of what started it all. Here it is.
Well, what, Gabby?
Well, you're coming to LA tomorrow?
Yes.
Well, I don't know why you want to go out.
Don't worry about it, Gabby.
Well, Okay.
Okay, what?
Well, I'm not really interested in getting choked, so I guess we're going.
Yeah, I might choke you in public. Big black guy chokes small white woman.
It's not a good look, Shannon.
Not a good look that you did what you did to me.
Put it at full mass.
Well, damn.
I don't know anyone who's surprised about ESPN officially parting ways, but according to sources, ESPN has parted ways with Shannon Sharpe following the settlement of a sexual assault lawsuit. Reports from the Atlantic state ESPN has cut ties with Shannon Sharpe after his settled lawsuit, which accused him of sexual assault. The settlement was announced by Sharpe's accusers, attorney, Tony Busby, earlier in July. Sharpe had strongly denied the allegations, stepped away from his role at ESPN, and has not appeared on the network since April. Now, if you remember when we first covered this, there were other stories that came out where it was on record that Shannon Sharpe had some allegations in his past professional life. And networks, they decided to organize in a way to cover for Mr. Sharpe. And now this one was so massive, nobody could cover for him. But it definitely brings up a point that we've made here many times before. Typically, when someone is in a situation like this, it's not the first time. Multiple instances prior happened before that moment. It's a good opportunity to learn from the mistake 10 years ago.
Yeah, so let's get into some news clips. 'Cause I don't want to just be showing his content. So just to put a stamp of confirmation on Shannon Sharpe being terminated from ESPN, because it is true. And I seen some stuff on Hulk Hogan. It's another episode. It's another live stream. I ain't gonna even get into that. Oh. Real post.
All right, it's official. No more Unk vibes at the worldwide leader in sports. ESPN has cut ties with former NFL tight end turned media personality Shannon Sharpe after the Hall of Famer settled a $50 million lawsuit accusing him of sexual assault. The settlement was announced by the accuser's attorney, Tony Busby, earlier in July. Sharpe strongly denied the allegations and stepped away from his role at ESPN, where he was featured on the daytime sports talk show First Take. He hasn't been seen on the network since April. This is a breaking news story, and we'll have more updates when more details are made available.
I can just see. They ain't playing with you, Shannon. I ain't playing with you, Shannon. I don't know what to say for the guy. Feel bad for the guy. Oh, so I found an old audio clip of Hulk Hogan, the wrestler, and he just he passed away like a week ago. And what I didn't know is Hulk Hogan got some audio out of him basically saying the N word. You know what I'm saying? If anybody know who Hulk Hogan is, he's one of the top wrestlers when wrestling never started. Just go do your research and you'll find out who he is. If you don't know, and if you don't know, you live under a rock for sure. But yeah, it's an audio clip out. I'm about to get into it, man. Let me let y'all check this out. And this is the wrestler Hulk Hogan speaking about a dude that his daughter was basically involved with. And y'all gonna hear Hulk Hogan basically saying he got a little R word in him, and then he says the N word. So let's just get into it, man. Cause this was sad for me to find this. I didn't even know this. I ain't know this existed, bro. Cut the audio up as loud as I can. All right, I'm finna play it. Finna play it right now.
Because I think you really shouldn't call every day and do the shit I do. The South, we started this black billionaire guy. He's down the road. My daughter Brooke has already cut some serious bait. He's down the road. My daughter Brooke has she jump sides on me. Because I was shelled out $2-3 million for her music. And I've been trying to help her. I've done everything. Fucking with him day and night on the radio like a jackass. And he's working with me to make it work. Because I think you really shouldn't call every day and do the shit I do. The South, we started this black billionaire guy. He's basically did more for her a year than anybody's done. Okay, he had one song after 10 months that she would have back up and back up and back up. Still, and momentum, but I try to be the realist, and this is your option. You got a better option. Fuck said you can get signed with fucking. He's gonna put some time there, but how you go, but right now there's nothing else. We're doing the best we can. So it gets to the point where I don't know if Brooke was fucking the black guy's son, or they've been hanging out. I caught them holding hands together on the tour. They were getting close. I moved on. I'm doing fucking okay. I'm not a double standard type guy. I'm a racist to a point. Yeah. Fucking weird. But then when it comes to nice people, I'm we all are that way. Yeah, but when it comes to nice people, you can't say. I don't give a fuck. She's already got a fucking football player, a basketball player, and a half. If we're gonna fuck with vendors, we'll see the original. The kid is a multi-billionaire. Right. The thing is, now they start doing these nasty emails, so someone would arrive at a relationship. And so now don't ever want to talk to anybody. No.
Breaking news: ESPN parts ways.
Hold on, y'all. Yeah, so that was Hulk Hogan, one of the biggest wrestlers in the world, man. He was really, well, in my eyes, he was one of the best wrestlers in the world, one of the best wrestlers that had never done it out of all time. But then I see something like that, man, and now he done passed away, so now he's not here to defend himself. So I'm not gonna say much, man, but ain't no excuse for that. You can't come back and walk your way out of that one, or explain yourself out of that one, apologize for that one, man. And it's a news clip. I'm gonna play his response. I think I say it. I don't know. Play his response on what he had to say. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, that's crazy. I just didn't know that. I didn't know that Hulk Hogan had ever said that word. Okay, and I'm gonna show y'all what he said. He's like, we threw that word around all the time. When we was young, we was kids, you know what I'm saying? Like he was trying to justify it. And I was like, what in the hell? Um, I don't know, man. That just made me sick to my stomach, dog. To see that. Like Hulk Hogan. Really? Yeah. That moving slow as hell today. Guess I'm finna have to call AT&T, man. I don't know what the hell going on. Been doing this shit ever since last night. Okay. I'll let y'all hear what he had to say.
An actor, headline-making reality TV star. The guy was a game changer in the world of professional wrestling. But tonight, in the midst of a racial slur scandal, he's fighting to repair his legacy, opening up exclusively to ABC's Amy Robach about the fallout and the path to forgiveness.
Hulk Hogan's here! Hulk Hogan is in the building!
With his signature leg drop, horseshoe mustache, and unrivaled strength, 12-time world champion Hulk Hogan single-handedly transformed wrestling into a global phenomenon.
Unbelievable!
Today, he's fighting outside of the ring to maintain his legacy.
Can we stop for a second?
Terry Bollea, the man behind the once indestructible Hulkster, letting his guard down.
Out of everything that I've been through, this one hit me probably the hardest, and that's a
Star. The guy was a game changer in the world of professional wrestling. But tonight, in the midst of a racial slur scandal, he's fighting to repair his legacy, opening up exclusively to ABC's Amy Robach about the fallout and the path to forgiveness.
Hulk Hogan's here! Hulk Hogan is in the building!
With his signature leg drop, horseshoe mustache, and unrivaled strength, maintain his leg indestructible.
hit me probably the hardest, and that's a heck of a thing to say, because I've been through a lot of crazy stuff.
Including an admission of steroid use and his son's legal issues. But last month, a new controversy which threatens to erase his legacy. The National Enquirer reports that Hogan used racial slurs in audio secretly recorded.
I was at the lowest point of my life. My personal life was destroyed. I was very mad at my daughter. I was upset over a situation that happened between her and her boyfriend, and I had no idea I was being taped. I was to the point where I wanted to kill myself. I sat in my bathroom by myself when my ex-wife was gone and the kids were gone, and I was completely broken and destroyed. And I said, what's the easiest way out of this? I mean, I was...
Who? Fuck. Let me fix that. Who? Freaking who? You finna start coming up with excuses, talking about you was going through this, going through that. You were stressing out. I don't know what was going on in your life. You can't excuse it, Hulk. Rest in peace. No, you're not here. Like I said, I ain't gonna go too hard on you. You can't excuse it, man. Just own it. Admit it, take accountability, and apologize. When you start thumbing excuses out, it makes you look real bad, man. But I want, like I said, y'all listen to what he's trying to say. Like they're supposed to excuse why he said the N-word. Because it's crazy.
lost.
You were suicidal.
Yes, I was.
Father's Day card for Brooke?
A stark contrast from the Hulk, whose upbeat and tight-knit family was portrayed over 4 seasons of the reality show Hogan Knows Best.
Oh my God, now he was suicidal. I can't say that word.
I mean, I'm almost 18 and
Are you for real, man?
Well, that's good. That's what I wanted.
But according to the National Enquirer, he refers to his daughter's then-boyfriend using the N-word.
Do you have any personal preference who ethnically your daughter dates?
No, I don't. Actually, the guy my daughter was dating, I liked him a lot. I'd known him for quite a while. And I was very mad at a personal situation that happened with my daughter.
Are you a racist?
No, I'm not. I'm not a racist. I never should have said what I said. It was wrong. I'm embarrassed by it. But a lot of people need to realize that you inherit things from your environment. And where I grew up was South Tampa, Port Tampa.
Let me get this straight. So, because you was raised in a household where you was taught that, you know, what you was taught, basically, we ain't nothing. Our skin color, we ain't nothing. So you was raised around it. You admitting that. So it's in you. You was taught, you was raised. Don't rob yourself with them colors. You know, whatever they use. You admitting that. You admitting that that's what you was raised around. People that raised you to not like us as black people. You got caught in a conversation saying that you got it in you. And you use the N-word, several times. And like I said, I know he's not here, man. I know he's gone. God rest his soul. But Hulk Hogan use the R word, man. You was pretty much the R word in rare form, brother. Like, maybe you was trying to get it out of your system and you was trying to change yourself to love all people and not be like that. But at some point you was our word. You didn't like us. You didn't like black people. You kept it to yourself. You worked with black people. You worked around black people. You did what you had to do to get your money. But during that interview, you just pretty much letting us know, man. That's what your ethnicity, that's what your belief is. That's what that's what you was raised around. You was raised around it, so you was that. And you was trying to make yourself not be that no more. But that still means that you was that. It's just what it is, man. I kept hearing people saying stuff like, I didn't know he was this bad of a person. I didn't know Hulk Hogan was this bad of a guy. I didn't know he had all this going. Hey, look, I didn't even know this was going on. I didn't even know that he said that. I'm 44 years old. I was raised up off of him. All the wrestlers that came out when he came out. When the cartoon was out, you know what I'm saying? I was raised up. I used to pull my shirt open too. I thought I was Hulk Hogan. I thought I was Hulk Hogan. You know, I didn't know he was the R word, but he was. It is what it is. It goes in history with you. Like, you put that out there. You put that out there.
And it was a really rough neighborhood, very low income. And all my friends, we greeted each other saying that word. We teased each other with that word. The word was just thrown around like it was nothing.
Ooh. You know how many black people you just pissed off, man, when you said that? Or whenever this came out? I'm just not seeing it. Like I said, I didn't know this was out. I didn't know Hulk Hogan. I didn't know Hulk Hogan had said that. I didn't know he said this, man. I didn't know he felt like this. You got people that didn't know anything about this. And now they just now discovering that Hulk Hogan didn't like black folks. He was raised up in a house not to like black folks. I didn't know this shit. I didn't know this. 44 years old. I was born in the 80s. I watched them all the time. But I didn't know that. So they get on camera and they do whatever you got to do to make that money. But when the camera's cut off, you come back to your white industrial industry when it's nothing but white in a white environment. Man, that's just crazy, man. That kind of sad, but I say it always. I don't know, man. That's sad. I feel just like the guy back here, without the cuffs on. Let's get back into it, though.
Is it fair to say that you inherited a racial bias?
I would say that is very fair, but you can break the cycle. And that's what everybody needs to know. You can break this cycle and become a better person, become who you're meant to be instead of who you're supposed to be.
So yeah, right. You can break the cycle. You cannot become that person that was you raised to be. But Hulk Hogan, you passed the raised stage. You are your own man now. You got your own family now. You can be whoever you want to be now. You became a person where your parents don't define you, and you can do whatever and say whatever you want to say to them, and they got to respect you because you make more money than they could ever have made in their life. But yet you still chose to be the R word. That audio came out after you was a kid. You wasn't living with your mom and them no more. You wasn't still in the household being taught to hate black folks no more. You wasn't being taught no more. You was living your own life successfully, like where everybody in the world loved you, black and white. But you still chose to be like your parents raised you. And we heard that. I'm gonna excuse you and your friends when y'all was young, tossing the word around, talking about y'all tease each other with it. Like it was a funny name, like teddy bear or something. You and your friends tossed that name around, y'all teased each other with it. What, saying nigga? Now we're playing what was I playing? A nigga game or something? I'm trying to figure out how y'all tossed the name around. And y'all was teasing each other and making fun of each other with it. What you saying your friends was black? You was calling them a nigga and laughing? See, that's what I'm saying, Hulk Hogan. You gotta make that make sense, bro. And you put your family on blast. Now we know you and everybody you related to don't like us, don't like black people. You was raised in that environment. That's who you really are. You ain't trying to break no cycle. Breaking the cycle is while you at home with your parents, you check your parents, you chastise your parents. Mama, daddy, why do y'all want me to hate this other color? When I have friends that's that color and they don't do any wrong to me, that's when you breaking the cycle. You weren't breaking the cycle. You broke the cycle after that audio came out and you was put on blast and you started losing stuff and they started getting ready to pull your name from the wrestling. You know, you started losing in life from what you did, and it came out, and us as black people seen that you really right. That's our word. Now you saying you trying to break the cycle, but you don't have no sign of you trying to break the cycle other than you fronting like you like black folks on camera just to go and get your paychecks. That ain't breaking the cycle. Breaking the cycle is just coming out and just saying, hey, my parents raised me to hate black people, but I choose not to. This would have came out before that audio came out, or you calling us the N-word, referring to that man that was dealing with your daughter. He's an N-word. You should have got a rich N-word. You're going to get an N-word, go get a rich N-word. That ain't breaking the cycle. And what's so sad, now you gone, you can't come back and redeem yourself, and you can't build on that mistake. That's how you go. That's what you're known for now. Not for wrestling. That's the sad thing about it. You're not known for wrestling after you pass. You're known for calling us a nigga. Like I said, I don't got nothing against no white people. This is just news, and it's what it is. Your boy Hulk Hogan did not like black folks. We gotta accept it. He tried to change himself. You know what I'm saying? He didn't like that character only because it made him look bad. But that was his character. You really didn't like us as black people. You didn't like black people. That's just what it is, man. But that's crazy, man. I just didn't know that. What is the news? What else going on? What else going on? Let me change the subject. Shit just crazy. It really just pissed me off, man. It's like I said, man, stuff I grew up on, man. Now I got with the internet out, man, boy, you can't just. It ain't like back in the day before the internet was out. You can go in the bathroom or you can go inside of your house, say whatever you want to say. Man, that stuff get leaked and spread across everybody's page. Now we really see the real you. When you thought that was your favorite athlete, wait till you catch them in 4K. Playing with themselves, looking at a kid or something like that. Calling us the N-word or something like that. Queso. Jacksonville, Florida rapper, you know, that was tied in with what's that artist name? I don't keep my tongue. He ain't put out nothing in so long. What's that artist name? Come on, let's just get into it, man. It'll come to me. I forgot his name. Ace, the rapper Ace Youngin Ace, whatever his name. Anyway, man, this is his partners, man, went to jail for taking out somebody who was caught on camera. They claiming they got the evidence, this and that and this, whatever not. But the biggest evidence that they got is his father. They decided to tell everything. So his father decided to just give up everything and say, hey, yeah, that's my son. That's him on camera. He put up some post messages, you know what I'm saying? Significant, basically relate to him taking out somebody. His daddy just got on stand and just told it off. Just said, forget it. Yeah, it's my son. I know it's my son, but yeah, he did that shit. Rap, like I said. The artist name is Queso from Florida. I think I said Atlanta, Florida. I mean, Florida. I think the rapper name is Youngin Ace or just Ace, something like that. Ace Hood, Youngin Ace. Nah, Ace Hood is another artist. Yeah, let's get into this clip right quick.
Another dramatic turn when his own father took the stand to testify against him this afternoon. Hakeem Robinson, also known as Queso, and his cousin Leroy Whitaker Jr. are both charged in the 2020 shooting death of 23-year-old Charles McCormick Jr. Prosecutors say Robinson wanted to kill McCormick, known as rapper Buck, for making a diss track about someone in his family who had been killed in a drive-by shooting. News Direct reporter Brianna Brownlee has been following the trial since the beginning and joins us live at the courthouse tonight. Brianna?
Yes, the court took a recess for the day about 30 minutes ago, but that was after Abdul Robinson Sr. took the stand, and he was on the stand for about 2.5 hours. Now, he did testify against his own son, and he said it was a hard decision, but he did name Hakeem Robinson as the shooter. However, the defense says it was Abdul Robinson Sr. who had more of a motive.
Do you see your son Hakeem Robinson in the courtroom here today?
Yes.
Can you tell us where he's seated and what he is wearing?
He's seated between the two lawyers right there with a beige suit on.
Abdul Robinson Sr., known on the streets as Blue, took the stand Monday, pointing out his son, rapper Hakeem Robinson, also known as Queso. Now, Blue is facing 2 serious charges of his own that could land him in prison for life, but he's testifying against his son, hoping for a lighter sentence.
I got some health issues. I got 2 6-year-olds and an 8-year-old daughter.
Blue says this is only part of the reason why he's testifying against his son. Willie Addison wasn't the biological son of Blue, but he says he loved him as if he was his own. He was also in the car that night Addison was killed. This track from the late Charles McCormick, recorded after the death of Addison, is what is believed to have kicked off the plot to kill McCormick. According to Abdul Robinson Sr., it was Hakeem Robinson who killed McCormick for revenge.
Who is the person that was captured on the video recording shooting Charles McCormick?
My son.
What's your son's name?
Hakeem.
Looking at his son in the eyes as he named him as the shooter in the death of McCormick, However, the defense quickly fired back, stating Blue has a career of being an informant and to testify to take deals to lighten his sentence and that it was him with more of the motive.
You never heard Leroy Whitaker say anything that he would have any knowledge that anyone was going to get out and shoot Charles McCormick.
No, I haven't.
And sir, have you ever been convicted of a felony or a crime of dishonesty?
No. You said a crime of dishonesty?
And I'm sorry, but let me make it easier.
Yeah.
Have you ever been convicted of a felony?
Yes.
How many times?
2.
Now, during the cross-examination, Robinson's counsel did fire back at Abdul Robinson Sr., saying that he was the one who had the ties and the motive because he was closer to Willie Addison as well as the father figure. Now, of course, court will convene tomorrow morning, and we will be there to bring you the latest. Reporting live, Brianna Brownlee, Channel 4, the local station.
A social worker shopping
Yeah. Tell me what I just saw. Yeah, man. So basically, like I said, it's a rapper named Young and Ace. He's tied to the Queso kid. You know, you been keeping up with about it, talking about it. But yeah, man, his dad is basically just turning, gave it out, told him, yeah, my son did all that. I mean, he's looking right at his son's eye in his eyes and pointing him out. You can kind of see he's tearing up, like his eyes. He's getting teary when he's saying, yeah, that's my son. He did it. That's why I would never ever, I wouldn't have never ever in my life give up my child, man. Especially if you raise them up like that. You need to be falling in just as much as they falling in. Cause you are to blame. I'm the one that got my son like that. I raised him up in an environment. I raised him up in an environment where he had no choice. You know, he glorified everything that was bad. And now look at where he is. So I feel like I need to be here for the remainder of my life. And my sons need a second chance at life. They the ones need a second chance at life. It's us as the parents that be failing. And then when we raise them and laugh at them when they point a weapon and using it, we laughing and glorifying it. But when they go to jail, you sitting there talking about, yeah, my kid did that. Shame on him. I'm trying to get out of jail as his daddy so that I can go raise his little brothers and his sisters and try to get them. What you gonna do? You gonna raise them the same way too? Think they're gonna let you out so you can raise the youngest now, just like the oldest kids you got? You gonna steady make more little assassins? You think they're gonna let you out to create some more assassins? They're gonna lock you up. They're gonna give you there all their life. And your son might get life too. But he's better off at getting out than you are. Cause you're the reason, daddy. They don't care about you snitching. They don't care about you telling. They hear about all y'all in the vehicle getting popped up. Everybody in the vehicle caught a bullet. And some stuff y'all was involved in. You in the car with them. You done caught 2 in the back. First off, if it's a parent that ain't got his kids involved in then you wouldn't have been in no vehicle with them. You would have been at home like any other parent getting a phone call. What? Somebody did what? I hit all my 2 or 3 of my kids? Oh my God, I'm on my way to the hospital right now. And calling the police, whatever it is that you do. But you wouldn't have been in the car with them, catching some of the ammo. Man, you out here with the kids. You in the streets more than they is. I ain't surprised on how Queso the way he is, man. And your other sons the way they is, man. We looking at you. You OG now, man. OG status, man. You gotta be honest. I know it wasn't your hand that your sons did, but it was your hand that caused the creation of what your sons did. You gotta blame yourself, man. Tell them you want life. Stop trying to get out. Tell them you want to go and do life, man. And hopefully, Queso, he'll be able to get out at a reasonable time, maybe in like 20 years, and he can restart his life over and try to do things the right way. Because now he knows what was glorifying, what was exciting, because his daddy made it okay. Now he know it wasn't okay. And now I see my own daddy will turn me in and tell on me, just so he can get out of jail. Oh, he thinking different now. My nigga Queso, he thinking different now. He thinking different now. He's an all the way grown man. He done went through some stuff. He's all the way grown now. He understand the game now. He ain't got to do nothing else. You ain't got to prove nothing else. You ain't got to shoot no video. You ain't got to do nothing. We just seen what it's like for a parent to, you know, glorify their kids in the environment. And then when shit hits a fan, your parents just tell it all on you just so they can get out. Man, that's pitiful, man. But yeah, man, I'm about this thing, man. This clapback, I can't be there. If you know better, go better. If you knew better, do better. This is the Clapback Show. I'm the one and only Silence, and this is the one and only Clapback Show. Ain't no other. If you see it, come let me know. Until then, I'ma holler at y'all, and I'll see y'all, I think Friday or whatever the case may be, Saturday, I don't know. We'll see. Till then, I'll let you know. You know me. All right. Yeah.
Guess what you fuck? What was you saying? Don't stop acting tough. Your partners ain't sliding. I guess you done had no damn boo-hoo. Now blow out his mind. I'm back on this money. She call it a grind. Put your life on the line. Looking his eyes, you can tell that he's scared, but they ain't ready to die. Gang get an order. Them soldiers don't stand by them 762s. They singing the tune. Is you ready to